As far as recap, I mean, as you know, it was a pretty small tournament. It was really good for some of our guys. I mean, Bruno was one of our champions. Austin Gahn was a champion. Jared Aziz won it, and Daniel Salzer, I think, won it for the third year, maybe. I think it was 3 years for Daniel. But he also got his 100th win. And something we're going to mention in the room today, because I didn't realize he had won his 100th match here at CMU. So we will visit about that today. You know, for Bruno, it was his second championship that he's won this year. So we're, you know, glad for Bruno, and so he's doing a good job for us at 174s. For a couple guys, Jesse Hofsnyder, Jason Burr, and Peyton Taywater, they've wrestled some pretty tough guys there from Air Force Prep that they've lost some matches to before. So for those guys, it was a lighter tournament. They lost some guys to Air Force there that were pretty good guys. So overall, you know, I mean, we had some weights that were pretty dominating, but some of those guys that have been winning for us had some good matches there from Air Force Prep. So, you know, no doubt it was a smaller tournament, but we tried to give his guys as many matches as they could, and you know, I think it was successful. And the best thing was about it, we were at home and didn't have to travel. Reno is super tough. I mean, it's a good tournament for us. There will also be some, you know, other Division II schools there, and some NAI schools. So we'll catch, you know, some of those guys as well. But you know, when you look at Penn State will be there this year, and then some of the other top teams in the country. I think Cornell is there this year. Eastern Michigan is there. So there's some tough schools there. So it'll be it's a tough tournament. You know, we've went there before, and you know, some of our guys have beaten some seeds right off. I think Drew Schumann a couple years ago beat a kid that was seeded second out of Oregon. So, you know, it's a good tournament for us, but it's a good way to kind of end the year and, you know, hopefully get a couple placers out there. Austin Gahn placed 5th there 2 years ago when he was with Grand Canyon. So, you know, we hope to get a couple placers. That's really what we're looking to do out there. You know, you never know, get a guy in the finals. That'd be great.
I actually embrace that. I definitely think I wrestle better, but I'm just not really worried about anything, you know. I'm just focused on my own moves and just being ready for the match. So I honestly am really excited about arena and wrestling kids that I just haven't seen before. So I definitely think it prepares us for the rest of the season. We're going to go out there and definitely win some matches that is really just going to give us a good idea of where we're at, compared to everybody across the country. So I honestly think it's going to build a lot of confidence within the team and just get us ready for these other matches, you know.
Well, I think it's good that it kind of lets us know where our starting lineup is. You know, we'll travel out there with 15, 16 guys, and that'll probably be most of our traveling roster and get us ready for the dual season right after Christmas. You know, we've got Adams, we've got Cal Baptist right away, and then we'll have the duels against you know, up at Tracy Ward duels there on that Saturday the 7th. So, you know, it kind of determines what our starting team's going to be and all that. So, you know, I think we just, you know, keep plugging away and keep working at it, and it just helps us out a lot there. Oh, there's still some competition in there, and I think that, you know, most weights are figured out. We have a couple guys that haven't even wrestled a match that we still feel like they could be in the lineup that could be wrestling this weekend. We tried to get them down to the weight here a little bit this last week, or you know, wherever their injuries were at, you know, didn't quite get them in there, but definitely should be wrestling this weekend that still have a possibility of wrestling there. And that's why you have those 15, 16 guys and not just the 10, what our number of weights are. So, you know, I think there's still some, you know, there's still some options in there, some of those guys to be that varsity guy, but you know, wrestling these tournaments kind of determines some of that, and it always helps if they wrestle each other a little bit too, because it keeps us from having to decide it in the room as much.